Have you ever had a dream so big that it felt impossible, yet you could not let it go? Many people believe that to become a star, you must have money, famous friends, or a lucky break. But in 2007, a 13-year-old boy in Stratford, Canada, showed the world that hope and hard work can beat any advantage. Justin Bieber did not grow up with a recording studio. He shared a small apartment with his mother, Patty, who worked long hours to pay the bills. He had no special teachers or fancy instruments, only a second-hand keyboard and the cheap webcam. Every evening, he climbed the narrow staircase of their building, held his guitar tight, and sang his heart out while his mother pressed record. Those videos were meant for family and friends. But something surprising happened. Within 6 months, people watched Justin's staircase songs more than 10 million times. Strangers from all over the world left comments like, "This kid has real talent, and he is the next big thing." A music manager named Scooter Brown saw one clip by chance, and he flew to Canada to meet Justin in person. Imagine being just 13, nervous and excited, when a stranger tells you that you could become famous. While other kids his age were playing video games or going to birthday parties, Justin practiced guitar chords late into the night. He learned to hit high notes with perfect pitch. He studied videos of his favorite singers and copied their moves. When rain fell or his throat felt sore, he never stopped. His dream gave him strength. That contrast sweaty stairs and glowing stadiums captures Justin's unstoppable rise. He went from singing to empty air to filling arenas with cheering fans. How did a boy with only a cheap laptop and a big dream become a global superstar? In the next part, we will follow Justin's journey from those cold Canadian stairwells to the bright lights of international fame, and discover the challenges he had to overcome along the way. When Justin turned 14, his life changed overnight, but the hard work behind that change began long before anyone knew his name. In Stratford, he woke each morning before sunrise. He practiced guitar chords in his small bedroom. He learned new songs by watching videos and pausing them to copy each note. His mother, Patty, drove him to every lesson and every practice, even when she was tired from her own work. In 2008, after Scooter Brown flew to Canada and believed in Justin's talent, they flew together to Atlanta, Georgia. Justin felt nervous in the big city. He met Usher, his hero, and sang for him in a small studio. Usher smiled and said, "You have something special." Then a record deal followed, and Justin moved to Atlanta with his mother. Life in the new city was not easy. Justin was away from home for the first time. He missed his friends and his quiet street in Stratford. The world around him was loud, bright studio lights, cameras flashing, and managers giving him schedules. Yet each morning, he practiced 4 hours. He learned to record his voice in a booth. He learned to sing softly and loudly, to hold long notes, and to add emotion with his smile. In 2009, Justin released his first songs. His EP My World included One Time, a song about young love. Fans around the world listened again and again. They sent messages online. "We love Justin. He's amazing." His face appeared on magazine covers. Radio stations played his songs every hour. Then came Baby. Its catchy beat and fun chorus made it a global hit. The music video showed Justin dancing with friends in a colorful set. It was simple but joyful. Teenagers everywhere learned the dance moves and sang every word. Baby reached hundreds of millions of views on YouTube, breaking records at the time. While his fame grew, Justin kept learning. He worked with songwriters and producers to make his songs better. He practiced dancing for his live shows, spending late nights perfecting each step. He learned to speak in front of thousands of fans at big concert halls. He stood on stage under bright lights, feeling both excited and a little scared. Each night, he reminded himself, "I am here because I worked for this." By the end of this period, Justin had moved from recording simple staircase videos to starring in sold-out concerts. He learned that talent can open doors, but hard work and practice make you stay inside. His journey in these years shows us that even when success feels sudden, real growth comes from daily effort and believing in your dream. Pressure hit Justin harder than the brightest stage lights. By 2011, he was a global superstar at just 17 years old. Every street he walked down was swarmed by fans. Paparazzi chased his car. In every magazine, his face peered out at him. He performed Baby in arenas packed with cheering crowds that sang every word. It felt amazing, but it came at a cost. Suddenly, Justin had no privacy. He could not visit a restaurant or go to the mall without screaming fans blocking his path. He felt like a performer, even when he was alone. Reports about him filled newspapers, late arrivals to concerts, cancelled shows, reckless driving. Every mistake became a headline. He saw his name splashed across the internet at all hours. Justin Bieber in a new fight. Justin Bieber gets into trouble. Each story hurt him like a punch to the stomach. Inside, he felt torn. On stage, he gave his fans the perfect show. Flawless choreography, clear high notes, and a confident smile. Off stage, he was lonely and anxious. He missed the simple days in Stratford, singing for his mother on the stairs. Now his life was scheduled down to the minute. Interviews, rehearsals, photo shoots, meet and greets. He felt he had no control. At 17, he began to rebel. He stayed out late with friends. He drove too fast. He got into arguments with photographers. He posted angry messages on social media and then deleted them in shame. Fans who once cheered him on now shook their heads. He became known more for his fights than his music, and still, the pressure kept rising. Behind closed doors, Justin struggled with his health. He felt trapped by his own fame. Late at night, he wondered if all this was worth it. He missed sleeping late. He missed laughing without worrying. He missed feeling like a normal teenager. He tried to pray and meditate, but sometimes the anxiety overwhelmed him. Then came 2013, the year everything changed. Justin began to write songs about his feelings. He spent hours in a small studio, laying bare his mistakes. He called the album Purpose because he wanted his music to help him find meaning. In songs like Sorry, he said he was sorry for the pain he caused others. In Love Yourself, he warned people not to waste time on someone who does not respect them. And in Where Are Ye Now, he showed how it felt to need help but feel lost. When Purpose came out, it was like a new beginning. Fans listened and felt connected. They saw a young man admitting his faults and trying to improve. Critics praised his honesty. Suddenly, Justin was no longer just a pop star, he was an artist with real depth. His world tour sold out stadiums, but this time, he felt different on stage. He still loved the energy of the crowd, but he also felt grounded by his new songs. He began to share more of his true self. In interviews, he spoke about mental health and his struggles with depression. He talked about the importance of therapy and faith. He showed his fans that even when you fall, you can rise again. His marriage to Hailey Baldwin in 2018 gave him a sense of stability. He learned to balance work with rest. He set boundaries. No more late-night parties, fewer social media rants, and lots of time for family. Justin's comeback proved his resilience. He went from headlines of anger and rebellion to stories of redemption and growth. He used his mistakes as lessons. He turned his weakness into strength. And in doing so, he inspired millions who saw their own battles in his. This climax, Justin's rise, fall, and rebirth, shows us that true stars shine brightest when they face their own darkness. It reminds us that mistakes are not the end, but opportunities to learn. And it proves that purpose, finding why you do what you do, can guide you back to yourself, even under the brightest spotlight. Justin Bieber's story shows us that no journey is ever a straight line to the top. It is full of twists, turns, highs, and lows. He began as a shy boy singing on cold concrete stairs and rose to the world's biggest stages by trusting his passion and working harder than anyone else. When fame nearly broke him, he faced his struggles head-on, writing songs that bared his soul, seeking help for his mental health, and rediscovering the joy that first made him love music. Today, Justin stands not only as a global pop icon, but also as a symbol of resilience and renewal. He uses his platform to speak openly about anxiety and depression, reminding millions that vulnerability is strength. He champions causes like children's hospitals and mental health awareness, showing that true stardom includes lifting others as you rise. He balances sold-out tour with quiet moments at home, proving that success means more when shared with family and purpose. His journey reminds us that mistakes and setbacks are not full stops, but commas in a life story still being written. Every struggle holds the seed of growth, and every apology can pave the way to authenticity. If you've ever felt lost, overwhelmed by expectations, or stuck in a cycle of your own mistakes, remember Justin's turn. He chose to rebuild, to seek help, and to turn his pain into art that heals. Let Justin's life inspire you to chase your dreams with unwavering dedication, to confront your battles with courage, and to find your own purpose in the work you love. Because the greatest triumphs come when we never fall, but when we rise stronger each time we do. I have 3 special questions for you. 1. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by expectations or life's pressures like Justin did? What's helped you find your way again? 2. Which song from Justin's Purpose era speaks to your own experiences, and why? 3. What steps will you take today to turn a personal challenge into an opportunity for growth?
If you enjoyed this story, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me make more stories for you.